So welcome you all for Tungola online classes. We are discussing the chapter wave optics. In this wave optics yesterday class, so we have seen Young's double slit experiment, YDSE. So today in this class we will discuss one important derivation for 5 marks. So that is expression for the fringe width. Expression for fringe width. It's very important derivation in this chapter. The one and only the question which has a chance to ask for 5 marks of this chapter. Derive the expression for fringe width. So what is fringe width? Yesterday we have seen Young's double slit experiment, single source, screen with a single slit, and so screen with a 2 slits will be there, light coming from S, that light is all coming from A and B, the light coming from A and B, when it is superimposed on a screen, on the screen we will get alternative bright and dark bands. So we will show central one will be bright, this will be bright and this will be dark, this will be bright and downside will be of dark. Like alternative bright and dark bands will be there, that alternative bright and dark bands of equal intensity. Intensity of all bright fringes, all bright bands are same, and intensity of all dark bands are same. So that alternative bright and dark bands are called as interference fringes. What is their name? Interference fringes. So what are the fringes, brighter dark bands are there, that bands name only called as fringes. What is the meaning of fringe width? First I will write the definition for fringe width. The fringe width is represented by the symbol beta. The fringe width is the separation between, so two consecutive or two consecutive bright bands, or I will write better, two successive bright or dark bands. Two successive bright or dark bands. The separation between either two successive bright bands or two successive dark bands is called as fringe width. Definition understood, Ara? Now here, what is the distance between either two bright bands or two dark bands? And this bright and dark bands will be equally spaced. That's why the separation between the two bright bands or two dark bands is same. That separation only called as what? Fringe width. What is that separation name? Fringe width. Now we want to derive, so expression for the fringe width. Definition understood now? The fringe width in interference pattern is the separation between two successive bright bands or two successive dark bands. After the definition for the fringe width, now we will see the derivation. So, okay, Nara? For deriving the derivation, diagram is needed. I am drawing the diagram left corner, but in notebook you have to write the diagram in right corner. Whatever so you should make a diagram and complete the derivation from here only. Then let us check. In order to get the interference pattern, so here once again I am using double slit operators. In this interference pattern, now directly I am considering the two slits. So one is of one slit name A and other slit name B. So let me consider two slits and separated by a small distance. The distance between the two slits should be very smaller. So here this point is A and this point name I called B. The separation between A and B, so that is ED. Even Thomas Younger double slit also, the slit width, the separation between the two slits is order of 0.5 mm. So here also the separation should be very smaller. I am not writing so primary slit where light is illuminated. Directly I am taking light coming from A and B. So in order to catch the interference pattern, we needed screen. Now let us call the screen is placed at a distance capital D. This capital D should be very high. Even in yesterday we have discussed that capital D is order of So 2 meters. Okay, Nara. Here the must and should condition is, in order to see the interference pattern on the screen, so D value should be greater than small d. And what is capital D and what is small d, you should know clearly. So capital D is small d is the distance between the slits, or it is also called as slit width. Whereas capital D is the distance between slits and screen. So this distance is this one. And you should not get confusion for small d and capital D. And everyone compulsory know clearly, so what is small d and what is capital D. And to derive this derivation, you need to remember two more points. What is the condition for constructive interference? For constructive interference, phase value will be equal to 2n pi, or path value x is equal to n lambda. Whereas for destructive interference, the phase value is 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, or the path value is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. So these values you have to remember. Constructive interference, destructive interference, so you should know the conditions to derive this derivation. Okay, Nara? Now light coming from A and B, when it is superimposed on the screen will get alternative bright and dark bands. First let me consider the midpoint of the screen, which is equal distance from A and B. I called that midpoint name is O. So O is the point on the screen which is equal distance from A and B. When light coming from A and B, so to reach the point O should travel equal distance. That's why the path reference, so for the light coming from A and B will become 0. Whenever path reference is equal to n lambda, where n value starting with 1, 0, 1, 2, x value starting with 0, lambda, 2 lambda, like so and so, I will get interference is constructive. Whenever interference is constructive, I will get bright band or dark band, bright band. So now due to that reason, the center of the interference pattern is there na. So what is the screen? The center is there. That interference pattern will be always bright or dark? It will be always bright band. Always you have to remember, the center of the interference pattern will be always bright. What is the reason is, the light coming from A and B should travel equal distance to reach the point P. Okay, Nara? Now let me draw. So let me call this screen name is MN. Can I call her? Now let me draw a line from A onto the screen, perpendicular to the screen. Similarly, let me draw a line from B perpendicular to screen. Can I call this one name is E and this one name is F? The distance between A and B, so is equal to D. Now O is the midpoint of AB. The distance between O and E, so will be equal to how much? D by 2. And the distance between O and F will be also equal to D by 2. Clear, Dara? Now let me consider another point P on the screen, which is at a distance. So this point P distance, can I call her? Now I will write this distance value. So what is the value? So I will write downside that AB value, so is equal to EF. That value will be equal to small d. And one more is, so AO or OE value, OE will be equal to OF will be equal to D by 2. Can I write that? Now let me consider another point P, which is at a distance X. The distance of the point P from the central bright band, can I call X? Now, so point P on the screen. On this point P, at this point P, to get the interference pattern, what is the condition? So light should from A reaches to point P and light from B should reaches to point P. In order to get the interference pattern at point B, what is the condition is? So light from A and B should reaches the point P. So this is B. From B also light should reaches the point P. From A also light should reach as the point P. But you know that. So light from B should travel more distance compared with A to reach the point P. There will be a difference in the path between the light coming from B and A. That path reference value I want to calculate. So what is the path reference between the light coming from A and B? That path reference value given by BP minus AP. Can I write Ara? What is the path difference between the light? Path difference between the light coming from A and B. Path difference between the light coming from A and B to reach the point P. Can I write the path difference as BP minus AP? Why I written BP minus AP? BP value greater than AP. Even in our materials or in textbooks they will give you the path reference symbol is in place of X. So delta also. That BP value minus AP value. To calculate the path reference, we want BP value and AP value. What you need to write to describe regarding the experimental setup. So in this, for finding the fringe width, now what I want to do, consider a double slit with the separation is small d. Consider a screen which is placed at a capital D distance from the slits. Now consider the midpoint of the screen. Light coming from A and B should travel equal distance to reach O. That's why the light will interfere at O constructively. So center of the interference pattern will be always bright. Now draw two perpendiculars from A and B for the screen MN, which are intersecting the screen at E and F, such that EO value is equal to OE value will be equal to D by 2. Now consider a point P. To get the interference pattern at point P, so light should travel from A and B to reach P. Now at this P, so there is a path reference will be there between the light coming from A and B. At point P, the bright band or dark band that is decided by the path reference. If this path reference value is equal to n lambda, we will get bright band. If this path reference value is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2, we will get dark band. Bright band or dark band that is decided by the path reference. To calculate that BP value and AP value, first I will consider from triangle. So I will consider the triangle BPF, right angle triangle. According to the Pythagoras theorem, so what can I able to write? BP whole square is equal to BF whole square plus PF whole square. Can I write Ara? From this the value of BP is equal to, so B to F value will be equal to capital D, which is D square, plus PF value is equal to, P to O value is X, O to F value is D by 2. So what I will get the answer for PF? X plus D by 2 whole square. Can I write Ra? So from this is BP square value. So from this BP value is equal to, can I write D square common? When I take D square common, so 1 plus X divided by D by 2 whole square by D square. Whole power, so can I write whole power 1 by 2? Why 1 by 2? BP square I written BP. Which one I taken common? D square. So 1 plus X plus D by 2 whole square by D square. Clear Ara? So then what I will get the answer for BP? BP value is equal to, and here we will use binomial theorem. So what is from binomial theorem? So from binomial theorem. Actually what is binomial theorem, you know that now. So what is the binomial theorem? I will write 1 plus x whole power n. If x value less than 1, 1 plus x whole power n is equal to 1 plus n into x. But to write that condition, x value should be smaller than 1. But here this value 1 plus, this is the value of x. How can you tell this x plus d by 2 by d square? Since here the condition is, so d value greater than the small d, this total value less than 1. So what I will get the answer for BP? So BP answer I will get it as d square root value is d into, this is 1 plus, the 1 by 2 will come here into what I will get, x plus d by 2 whole square divided by d square. Can I write? This step should be understood clearly. Why you can able to write this step means here I know condition. The small d is smaller than capital D. So denominator more than numerator. The total value is smaller than 1. Due to that reason, I can write that formula 1 plus x whole power n is equal to 1 plus n into x. After writing this, now, so this is the value of which one? This is the value of BP. BP value I got this much. Similarly, from which triangle? From the triangle. So what is the triangle name I will consider is APE. Even it is also right angle triangle. From the triangle APE. This is from the triangle BPF. APE. Which one is the hypotenuse? AP. So what can I able to write is AP whole square is equal to AE whole square plus PE whole square. So from this AP whole square is equal to AE value d square, and what is the value of PE? Since so P to O distance is x and E to O distance value is d by 2. So what happened to this distance, which is x minus d by 2? Can I write? PE value is x minus d by 2 whole square. Can I write? Which can be written as AP is equal to, can I take d square value common? Then what I will get here? 1 plus x minus d by 2 whole square by d square. Correct? So AP value and whole power 1 by 2. Correct? From this AP value, so d square square root is d. Can I apply once again the binomial theorem? From the binomial theorem, once again what I will get? 1 plus, this is 1 by 2 into x minus d by 2 whole square by d square. Can I write? So that is the value of which one? AP value. Now when I know AP value and BP value, what is the path reference? Path difference between the light coming from A and B, that x value is equal to BP minus AP. So which is equal to, x is equal to BP value is D. So D into 1 plus 1 by 2 into x plus d by 2 whole square by d square minus, so d into 1 plus 1 by 2 into, so x minus d by 2 whole square by d square. Can I write? So till up to here understood? We want to derive the expression for which one? Expression for, so fringe width. Fringe width is the separation between two bright bands or two successive dark bands. Till up to there understood? So can I write the remaining part here? I will keep the diagram as it is. Now I will write the remaining part here. You see how we will derive the expression for fringe width. So then here what I will get? X value is equal to, can I multiply with d? So d plus, here what I will get? X plus d by 2 whole square by 2d, 1d cancel, minus d minus x plus d by 2 whole square by 2 into capital D. Right, Ara? So this capital D, small d cancel, then x value is equal to, can I take 1 by 2d common? Then what I will get? Here I will get x square plus d square by 4 plus 2 plus x into d, 2ab, 2 into x into d by 2, which is x by x into d, and this value minus x square minus d square by 4 minus into minus plus x into d. So x square, d square by 4 cancel. So x value is equal to 1 by 2 into capital D into this value, x into d plus x into d value 2 into x into d. Then finally I got x value is equal to x into small d divided by capital D. Okay, Nara? But here we are getting a confusion. 2x we got. Actually this x value different now. So can I call the path reference symbol is delta? Can I call the path reference is delta? Because here we are getting confusion. So I will call the path reference is delta. This is the value of delta. Now this is the path reference between the light coming from where and where? So coming from A and B. The path reference between the light coming from A and B, I got the value. This is all discussing for which point? For point P. Okay, Nara? So for which point? For point P. Now at point P, whether it may be a bright band or whether it may be a dark band, depends upon this path reference. So at point P, so for the bright band at point P, to have a bright band, the condition is the delta value should be equal to n lambda. That you know that. When you will get bright band, if the light ray is coming from A and B, interfere constructively, I will get bright band. So delta value should be equal to n lambda. So what is delta value? X into small d by capital D should be equal to n lambda. From this x value is equal to n into lambda into capital D divided by small d. What is x? X is the distance of the point P from where? Center. Center bright band. The center of the interference pattern will be always bright. So if I call P is the nth bright band, the distance of the nth bright band from the central bright band, that is given by n into lambda into capital D divided by small d. Are you getting Ara? You can derive the expression for the fringe width either by considering the point P as a bright or dark. For example, for the dark band at point P, so delta value should be equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. I will show that also. First let me continue with x. What is x? Distance of which bright band? Nth bright band. If I call this is the first bright band, n value will become 1. So if I call n is equal to 2, this will become second bright band. Are you getting Ara? So distance of which bright band? So nth bright band. Can I call this distance as xn? Now similarly, what is the distance of n plus 1th bright band? N plus 1th bright band. N plus 1th bright band. So what is n plus 1th bright band? Distance will become, can I call xn plus 1? Xn plus 1 will become n plus 1 into lambda into capital D divided by small d. Now tell me, what is fringe width? So fringe width is the separation between either two successive bright or two successive dark. Now it is a nth bright band, means here somewhere, so one more bright band will be there, that is n plus 1. Now for the fringe width, separation between the two successive bright bands are two successive dark bands, xn plus 1 minus xn. Why understood our students? Now if I consider the screen here, one more point is there, P dash. P dash is, for example, this is nth bright band, P dash is n plus 1th bright band. Now what is the separation between P dash and P? How I will get? So OP dash minus OP. OP dash value is equal to how much? Xn plus 1, and OP value will be equal to how much? Xn. So separation between two successive bright bands is given by xn plus 1 minus xn. Xn plus 1 value n plus 1 into lambda into capital D divided by small d minus n into lambda into capital D by small d. You simplify this, you will get the answer for beta. So here what I will get? N into lambda into capital D by small d plus lambda into capital D divided by small d minus n into lambda into capital D by small d. These both will be cancelled. And finally, what I will get the answer for beta? I will get the expression for beta. So beta expression is given by beta value is equal to lambda into capital D divided by small d. So this is the expression for which one? Fringe width. What is fringe width? Fringe width is the separation between two successive bright bands or two successive dark bands. two successive bright bands or two successive dark bands, the distance value will be given by this. For example, you have doubt whether dark bands also will get same distance or not. Once you can check. So, no need of writing this in notes. Just for your confirmation, I want to show you whether the dark fringes also equally spaced. So, for dark fringe at point P, to get the dark fringe, the condition is what? Delta value should be equal to destructive interference 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. Here I got the delta value x into small d by capital D. That x into small d by capital D will be equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda divided by 2. So what I will get the answer for x is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda into capital D by 2 into small d. This is the distance of nth dark band. Similarly, what is the distance of n plus 1th dark band? That is given by 2 into, in place of n plus 1 into lambda into capital D divided by 2 into small d. Now you can calculate the fringe width by the formula xn plus 1 minus xn. If you want, you check it. After subtraction also you will get the answer lambda into capital D divided by small d. What does it mean? In interference pattern, either the bright fringes or dark fringes are equally spaced. What does it mean? The separation between the two successive bright bands or two successive dark bands will be same. So, this is the expression for which one? Fringe width. So, on what factors the fringe width value depends? So, fringe width value depends upon. Fringe width value depends. When fringe width value more means colors will be separated, bands will be separated. When fringe width value less means colors will be overlap, bands will be overlap. So, fringe width value directly proportional to lambda, and this fringe width value directly proportional to capital D. Separation between the slits and screen. If capital D value more, so fringe width will be more, and this fringe width value inversely proportional to small d. What is small d? So, slit width. If slit width value more means, so fringe width will be less. If the slit width value less means, fringe width will be more. So, these are the condition on which the fringe width value depends. Understood, Ara? Is it okay now? So, this is the expression for fringe width. This is regarding the fringe width expression. After completion of this, the last point for this interference. So, what are the conditions? Conditions for sustained interference pattern. Sustained interference pattern. In order to see the proper interference pattern, what are the conditions are there? Question important for 2 marks. Write down the condition for sustained. Sustained means proper interference pattern. The first condition is, so slits are or sources are coherent sources. Sources are coherent. The 2 or more light sources, due to which light is overlapping, superimposing, that sources should be coherent. What is coherent? I told to you. So, coherent means they should emit the light of same wavelength or frequency with a constant or zero phase difference. This condition is must. The second condition is, so light emitted by the sources, light anyhow that point will come here itself. Even it is also monochromatic. It should not be a chromatic, monochromatic. If it is a chromatic, what happen means, so different colors if you are using, white color you are using, each and every color will form the interference pattern separately and all colors will be overlap. That's why it should be a monochromatic, single wavelength. And after this, the second point is given by here. So, capital D should be greater. And one more, the second point before that, the amplitude of superimposing waves. Superposing waves, light waves should be seen. should be seen. Actually yesterday I told to you, whenever the amplitude is equal, then intensity of maximum is I naught and minimum is 0. Whenever the amplitude of superimposing waves is same, there will be a good contrast. Contrast in the sense, the bright fringes will appear more bright and dark fringes will appear completely dark. So you can distinguish clearly the bright fringes and dark fringes whenever the amplitude of superimposing light waves should be same. And the third condition is, so in order to have a sustained interference pattern, so D should be greater, D is larger. The separation between the slits and screen should be larger. And fourth point is, so slits separation, slit width. So slits width, slit should be narrow, slits width is small, or you can also call, so slits are narrow. So these are the 4 conditions, still are there, but basically as for the 2 marks, so these are the 4 conditions for sustained interference pattern. The first condition, sources are coherent. The second condition, the amplitude of superimposing waves should be nearly same, and distance between the slits and screen should be larger, and slit width will be smaller. So that is, here what is smaller? That is, small d is very small. So these are the following conditions for sustained interference pattern. And in subjective point of view, so these are the points we need to discuss in interference. What is interference, types of interference, theory of interference, condition for constructive and destructive interference, then thereafter Young's double slit experiment, then thereafter expression for the fringe width, and then thereafter condition for sustained interference pattern. This is regarding interference. Okay, Nara? You go through your NCERT also. We completed all points of NCERT. Yesterday I think, so you have seen this year, so compulsory JEE will be there. So they will be conducting, chances are there for conducting 4 JEEs in the month of February, March, April and May. And the complete syllabus. So you cannot go for any reduction. So complete syllabus chances are there. So that's why without skipping all topics, if we discuss, that will be better, I think so. Okay, na? So next class will start the next topic, that is of diffraction. After interference, the next topic is of diffraction. Okay, thank you.